Anytime an Israeli official says something incendiary about Gaza, the media loses its goddamn mind. I know this is shocking, but not every pronouncement is policy. After thousands of soldiers were killed at Pearl Harbor, Americans were furious and some said terrible things. The head of the Western Defense Command said the Japanese race needed to be destroyed. The chairman of the War Manpower Commission called for the extermination of the Japanese in toto. The commander of the South Pacific Force said, quote, "The only good Jap is a Jap who's been dead 6 months." An Army poll in 1943 found that half of U.S. soldiers favored killing all Japanese. The commander of the 8th Army called the Japanese monkeys. Marines on Iwo Jima stenciled rodent exterminator on their helmets as they burnt Japanese soldiers alive with flamethrowers. America's allies were no better. Commander of British forces in the Far East called the Japanese subhuman. Undersecretary of the British Foreign Office called them, quote, "beastly little monkeys." An Australian field marshal said, quote, "We have to exterminate these vermin if we and our families are to live." Turns out that even during just wars, terrible things are said and terrible things are done. America leveled 66 Japanese cities. It nuked 2 of them. It burned 100,000 Japanese alive in Tokyo in a matter of hours. The war was fought so brutally for one reason: to end it as soon as humanly possible. And then what happened the second Japan surrendered? America flooded it with aid, medicine, and food. It saved millions of civilians from starving to death. It liberated Japanese women and workers, granting them basic rights for the first time in their history. It rebuilt Japan into a thriving constitutional democracy. Under General MacArthur's genius, America ushered in 80 years of Japanese prosperity and peace. Brutal in war, magnanimous in victory. These are not contradictions. This is how lasting peace is forged. Hamas's goal is genocide. Israel's goal is not to be genocided. Defeat Hamas, and peace and prosperity can be built. Allow Hamas to remain in power in any part of Gaza, and eternal war is guaranteed. What will end this war isn't the media obsessing about heated statements following the worst massacre of Jews since the Holocaust. What will end this war is unconditional surrender by Hamas. Total victory, nothing less.